Hi everyone. Now we can construct a LL1 parsing table with the help of first and follow of a grammar. So for that purpose, I already write a grammar here, and in the previous video we already discussed the first and follow of this grammar. Okay. So the first of S is small a, first of capital A is C epsilon, and first of capital B is D comma epsilon. While follow of S is dollar, follow of A is BD, and follow of B is small b. Okay, so let's construct the LL1 parsing table. So in LL1 parsing table, always remember the row corresponds to the production of a variable. Okay, so how many variables are present here? There are three variables, S, A and B, while column corresponds to the terminal of a production. So row corresponds to the variable of a production, column corresponds to the terminal of a production. So what are the possible terminals in this particular grammar? The possible terminals are A, B, C, D, and every input is ended with a dollar. So dollar is also a terminal. Okay, so we have 5 terminals here, A, B, C, D and dollar, and 3 variables S, A, B. Okay. After filling that row and column of the table, you can first find the first of every variable and follow of every variable. Okay, after that let's take each production one by one. So first production is S derives small a, B or small b. Okay, so this production has to be placed under the first of S. What is first of S? First of S is small a. So we can place here S derives A, capital B and small b. Okay, that's it. So S row is completed. There is no any production present for S row. Now let's find the second production. Second production is A derives small c or epsilon. So for this production A derives C, we can place it in the follow first of C. First of C is here, A derives C. And what about epsilon? Whenever you got epsilon in any production of a grammar, then you can place this epsilon production in the follow of that variable. So follow of A is small d and B. So follow of A is small d, which means A derives epsilon in the column of D, and in the column of B you can put A derives epsilon here. Okay, so I will repeat it again. Whenever you got epsilon in the right hand side of a production, then this production will be placed in the follow of left hand side. What is the follow of left hand side? Is D and B. So you can put A derives epsilon and A derives epsilon in column B and D respectively. Now let's find the first of capital B. First of capital B is D and epsilon. So you can put the B derives D in the column of D column, in the D column. So B derives D. And here epsilon is also present. So you can put this production in the follow of left hand side. Follow of left hand side is small b. Follow of left hand side is small b means you can put B derives epsilon in the column D, B, and row corresponds to capital B. Okay, so this is the LL1 parsing table for this grammar. Okay, so similarly you can construct many LL1 parsing table for each grammar. Okay, for example, let's take one more example for better understanding. So S derive open bracket S and close bracket, or simply epsilon. So this grammar will generate balanced parenthesis, means the left bracket is balanced by the right bracket. So first we have to find the first of S and follow of S. So there is only single production available in this grammar. So first of S is nothing but this open bracket. Why open bracket? Open bracket is a terminal, okay, and epsilon. And what about the follow of S? Follow of S will always contain dollar, and in the right hand side S is also present here. So follow of S is nothing but after the S symbol. After the S symbol is closed bracket. So follow of S will always also contain closed bracket. Okay. Now let's construct the LL1 parsing table for this grammar. As there are three terminals which present here. First is the open bracket, then closed bracket, and then dollar. These three terminals are present. So this production will placed in the first of S. First of S is open bracket. So S derives open bracket S and closed bracket. And this production will placed in the follow of S. Follow of S is nothing but dollar and closed bracket. So S will derive epsilon here and S will derive epsilon here. Okay. So this is the way of constructing LL1 parsing table. Okay. So in the next video we will see other concepts related to parser.